customer experience and opening doors, getting your foot in the door at places. Business gifting is the best way to do that. In fact, there's a statistic that says that the fastest way to double your sales is strategic business gifting. And so that podcast episode really was kind of a masterpiece for me. It was putting together all of these different components of things I've been learning into one really efficient outline. Probably another one that's one of my favorites is public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And I give an outline of how to have a winning speech or how to write and deliver a winning speech. And I take one of my speeches as an example and break it down in the podcast. There's one I did recently that hasn't aired yet on mindset that I'm really excited about. And then there's some of our guests that have come on that have had some really great interviews as well. But those three that I just mentioned are probably my three favorites right now.
That's awesome. And wonderful topics and so diverse, but yet all relevant to the same broad group of people. I think that's one of the secrets, I think, of podcasting is finding your audience, but then understanding the whole breadth of topics that work for them.
Yeah, it's been something that I've been struggling a lot with because the advice that is out there when it comes to podcasts and even in business too is niching down,
Yeah.
finding that they call micro niche that is so nuanced that no one else is doing it or very few people are doing it. But the problem that I see when people do that is they run out of things to talk about because if I were,
Yeah.
for example, only going to do a podcast on Google reviews, that was it, just Google reviews, then there's only so many things I'm going to be able to say about Google reviews before I'm going to start repeating myself. And I find that happening sometimes, even with some of my podcasts that were favorites of mine at times. I think I've heard this before and I
Yeah.
want to hear something new.
Yeah.
And because they're so micro niched, they have to stay true to that niche. So for me, it's been a struggle because I heed that advice. I recognize that that's good advice, but I haven't figured out for myself yet how to do it without limiting myself in the content I can talk about and to service the needs of the people who are listening just beyond one specific topic. So we did rebrand recently with a new cover art and put the slogan extreme marketing born to stand out because I do think that that is a common theme through our podcast is standing out and being creative and ways to do that. I think especially in the legal field, we've done a good job at differentiating ourselves from other firms. Maybe some people think it's silly or stupid, but it has created awareness of our brand in a way that being like everyone else wouldn't have done. So that kind of extreme marketing, standing out is kind of our niche, but we certainly still talk about other things that are relevant and important to growing your business.
Absolutely. And how have you been marketing your podcast on social media? Have you marketed your podcast other places as well? How have you gotten to 1.5% in 38 episodes?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like we definitely marketed on social media, but we actually just did our first paid ad this week.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
and it was a lead magnet to try to gather email addresses, but we haven't done paid ads on social media, but we post daily. We have video clips of our episodes. We do dances, we do jingles. We write jingles for everything. Our We have so many jingles. I play the guitar, not very well. I'm kind of like Phoebe Buffay, but maybe just a little bit better. And so we play and sing these jingles, and again, we're trying to get people to notice us.
Yeah.
And we our color scheme is pink, and we wear these really bright pink colors in our photos. We've done branding photos that are just really bright, and one of my outfits is like 4,000 feathers on it. It's like it just we're really, really trying to stand out. And so, and we're very consistent. We have social media posts that go up every single day. Rachel really does that. My co-host, she does all the social media stuff. Um, so we are very active on social media. We have clips and stuff going out all the time. We're consistent with our podcast that airs every week. We also promote it to the people that we know, and because we're out there, she has her own business too, Boltz Media. And so we're both out promoting our own businesses and at the same time promoting the podcast as well in our networking circles. And um it's just it just really has been an organic growth from putting in a lot of time and effort into both